Which social media platform should you choose? Should you start on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn? Let's talk about it. The way that I like to think about this is, first and foremost, what are you drawn to? Where do you spend the majority of your time? If you are going to be growing a following, then you need to enjoy the experience of growing that following. If you are engaging on that platform, it's actually going to be helping your content even more. And if you hate being on the platform, you're not going to want to engage. So ask yourself that question. Which one are you drawn to? That's the first thing that I would consider. The second thing is look at the kind of content that performs best on each platform. Not all the platforms are the same. So let's use the example of Instagram versus YouTube. My Instagram audience is totally different than my YouTube audience. Of course, there's some overlap, but the kind of content that I create on both platforms is entirely different. And that's because the platforms themselves are different. And this is why it does not work to take the same video and post it on multiple platforms. So if you're thinking about that, let's nix that idea right now. It's just not going to work. So what's the difference? Let's talk about it. On YouTube, it's very much how-to focused. People want an answer. They are turning to YouTube as if it's a search platform. They have a problem right then and there, like you may be finding this video on which social media platform is the best to start on or whatever. Then you click on this video, you want your answer right away. You don't want to hear about my life. You don't want to have me rambling or anything like that. You want it to be straightforward. Now, on the flip side, Instagram, people choose to follow you, and they're typically more interested in lifestyle. So the posts that work the best on Instagram, for me, at least what I've found, is those diary-esque posts where you are sharing something about yourself that is rather deep. For example, I've shared about getting off birth control after 10 years, and that was one of my most popular posts. Or sharing about escaping the hustle culture and how I'm going about navigating that. That is entirely different than the kind of content that I'm producing on YouTube. And I enjoy this kind of contrast between the two because I can get people really fast how-to type content and feel like I'm contributing in value, but then also have conversations and get people to fully know me on Instagram, which if you're not following me on Instagram, you definitely should. Shameless plug. So what about Facebook and LinkedIn? Let's talk about those. Facebook is, if you think about it from the standpoint of how long have you been on Facebook, right? You've likely been on Facebook for many, many years. If you're like me, you got on in high school and you have lots of awkward photos on there, and a lot of your connections are people from that time of your life when you were active on Facebook. So if you haven't been active in a while, think about who are the people that are connected to you, because when you start posting, those are the people that are going to start coming out of the woodwork. And the good thing is you already have a relationship built with a lot of these people. Now, on the flip side, that's if you're just getting started on Facebook and you're not very active. On the flip side, if you're very active in groups, then this is a fantastic approach to growing your Facebook following. So you can go into different groups of things that you're interested in. You can be very active, like spend a couple of hours each week in those groups, give value to others. They are going to begin to know, like, and trust you. They might go back and follow your page. And then on your page, you can have content that you're creating that starts as being content for the audience, the people that you already are connected to, those people way back in high school, and on. And then also you'll start to attract this new following, and you can kind of start to evolve your content from there. So I think really life updates work really well on Facebook, but it's also kind of a balance. Like, some people do want to know what's going on within your business, and they would gladly want to learn from you. LinkedIn is a different animal. LinkedIn is strangers that are connecting with you. So think about how LinkedIn first started. People were just going, and we would connect with random people, and we would accept requests because we just didn't know what we didn't know, right? Like, what is this LinkedIn platform? We have to be here. We know that, but what do we actually do with it? So if you've not been active on LinkedIn, that's going to be your connections. So people don't really care about you specifically. They really want that quick business tips. And then once they start liking, and trusting you by getting those quick business tips, then you can start to weave in different kind of content, more lifestyle type content that helps people get to know you. Ultimately, choose one platform and stick to it. Consistency is everything. And if you are looking to get started on YouTube, I cannot recommend my Quickstart Guide to Video enough because it is going to walk you through the process of choosing your first video topics, writing your script, and coming up with an explainer statement that you can use in all of your videos so that people who find only one video can learn what you do on all the other ones and be interested in clicking back and watching the others. You can find this Quick Start guide linked in the description below, as well as several other resources to get you started on your video journey. If this video was helpful, be sure to click like, drop a comment below letting me know, and if you're not already subscribed, you should definitely do that because I am coming at you with tons of knowledge on how to grow your business using video. I'll see you in the next video.